So this is an educational video on whether anxiety, a mental disorder, a mental illness is a disability, whether you're considered disabled. So a lot of people don't know. I don't know why. People are just stupid and ignorant. And I remember a long time ago asking online on a mental health forum if anxiety, a mental illness, and so on was considered a disability. Were you considered disabled? Would you be considered disabled? And I was surprised. I was shocked. A lot of people said no, like you are not disabled. Like I said, I was shocked. I thought it was dumb. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I still was new with the mental health thingy. Like, I wasn't sure what meant what. But I knew they were wrong, and I know why they say like that anxiety and so on isn't a mental disability, because society and a lot of people think that in order to be disabled you have to have a leg chopped off, or you can't move either leg, or you can't move your arms, or you can't move your body. They consider that a disability. They don't consider like a mental health a disability. They don't see it as a disability. I don't know why they still don't see it. Like, some people don't see it. Like, I guess because they haven't lived through it. Like, if you've never had a mental disorder, you're not gonna consider it a disability. Like, you've never been in someone's shoes with disability, with a mental disorder, so you're not gonna see it as a disability. You don't know what they go through, so I get that. I mean, I'm starting to understand why many people are saying that it's not a disability. But here's my point of view and so on. So, is a mental disorder a disability? Yes. So one of my problems is that I can't drive. I've tried learning how to drive and I'm terrible at it. It's a long story. But I was given a bus pass, and in my bus pass I have a disability sign. So here's my photo, and here's the disability sign. Photo of me and the disability sign. This is my bus pass. And what does it say? I mean, what is it? Me and a disabled sign. So I am disabled. I may not be disabled physically. I could physically move my hands and all this shit. But you know what? I have trouble sometimes. Sometimes it just a mental disorder not only affects you emotionally, mentally, but it affects you physically. Like, I'm not gonna explain it, but it does affect you physically. Like, you just need to be in that position in order to feel it. If you haven't had one, then you won't feel it. So this is my proof. Like, just this is one proof I could provide. And yeah, so it is. Like, people that are saying that it's not, like, educate yourself more. Be more open. And so this pass was given to me. So, for example, like, we have privileges. Like, so we have privileges. Like, if you're considered disabled, or like, you don't even have to be considered disabled. Like, but if you have a mental disorder, then you have a disability. Whether it may not affect you now, or your mental disorder may not affect you as others. Every mental disorder is differently, but if you have, the way I see it is, if you have a mental disorder, then you are disabled. It doesn't matter if you can move your hands or not, or it doesn't matter if you don't think you're disabled, but you are disabled. So I'm going to give an example about the bus situation. So in the bus, we have special privileges. They have a disabled seating. So you could sit there like a normal person could sit there, but if a disabled person wants to sit there, a disabled person could sit there. So if I wasn't feeling good, or if I just wanted to sit like in the disabled section, I would just show them my pass and tell them, hey, look, I'm disabled. Can you please move? Like, I want to sit here. like you say it in a nice way, or you just tell the bus driver like, hey, I don't feel good, like I need to sit in the front, and then you show me your disabled pass and you can sit in the disabled section. So that's a benefit of being disabled. Like, just, yeah, that's an example. I also wanted to share something serious. Like, if you have mental disorder and like you have this privileges for having this, like you have to what's the word, take care of them, not take care of them, like what's the word, use them, like you have to use that privilege, because for example, like you may not need it now, like let's say one of these days you end up like in the hospital because of like your mental disorder or whatever, like that's a privilege that you're gonna need to use. Like, that's a disability, so you're going to, how do I explain this, I don't know, but having a mental disorder gives you privileges, and I'm just saying is use them. Like, if you go to school or you work, like you're gonna have to make it known that you have a disability. Like, there's, like, it depends where you go and everything. Like, if you go to school, there's a disabled section and so on, like, so you just have to use it, because just inform them. Like, you have to inform them and tell them that because one of these days you might have, like, for me, I could have an anxiety attack, or who knows, just you need to be prepared and just let everyone know and take that privilege you have. Or for example, if you're going to school and you have anxiety or social anxiety, and then like you have trouble taking tests with other students, like you just want to be in your separate room, then you have that privilege. You could take that test whenever you want on a separate room. That could happen for you. That's part of anxiety. Like, I'm part of your privilege or whatever. I don't know the word, but I'm just using privilege. Just that's part of the agreement or privilege or law or whatever you want to say. It's not law, but like it's something that's optional. That's you have the right to. There we go. You have the right to. Okay, that's it. Look, me and the disabled sign. Disabled. I like this bus pass because like okay, so if you want a day pass here, you pay $5. So I only pay $1.50. So, and if I want to ride the bus, it's $1.25. So I just pay 25 cents or 50 cents. So, or I could get a monthly pass and I pay $15 for a month. And usually, like, if you weren't disabled, if you didn't have this pass, you would pay $60 a month. Like, that's a lot of money. So, like, you just pay a lot and it sucks. So, it's always helpful to get a disabled pass. Like, if you have a mental disorder or, like, just any disability, it's always a good idea to get a, like, if you don't have to drive, since I don't drive, and I don't know when and if I ever will be able to learn how to drive. Who knows? But take advantage of this and take advantage of anything. So you could, in order for things to be better for you. That's what I mean. I don't mean take advantage of it just for taking advantage of it. Like, you know what? Like, when I'm on the bus, I don't go to the disabled section and be like, hey, get the hell out, like, I'm disabled, like, this is the disabled section. Like, no, I sit in the back, I sit anywhere I stand up to. Like, but if I ever, like, wasn't feeling good, like, I just wanted to sit down, like, I would take advantage of that by just say, like, showing my pass and so on, like, just informing. So you need to inform, because if you don't inform, then you won't get that privilege. Okay, that's it. Bye.